Hello there.
Yo, the X-Files support on this channel has been absolutely phenomenal. I had a subscriber actually email me the other day, and I don't usually respond to, subscriber emails because of some instances, a couple of instances I had in the past where some explicit content was sent to my email, and that was absolutely absurd. And this message was just so heartfelt, and the person was actually a massive X-Files fan, and it just basically reiterated why I want to make it into the entertainment industry and why I want to entertain and why I do the stuff that I do on YouTube, because these shows, these films, they change people's lives and they become a part of people's lives. They share they share those stories with other people, and they discuss the shows or films with other people, and that creates friendships and bonds. And it was an absolutely fantastic email, and it just reiterated that even though the X-Files content hasn't taken my channel by storm, there's still a strong contingent on the channel that watches the videos and supports the videos and continues to comment on them. And there is a massive X-Files fan base out there. I know that. They just gotta find your boy Elie Moses. Maybe you guys can help that. But yeah, what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film shooter here for Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting your shot. And today, baby, we are up to episode 15 of the X-Files season 3. This one is titled Piper Maru. This has been the best season of the X-Files thus far, even though we're only up to episode, even though we're just over the halfway point now, or well past the halfway point of the season in episode 15. I think this has been the most solid, the best X-Files season so far in terms of like its consistency, whether it be mythology episodes, monster of the week, you name it, whether it be those the humbug type episodes. We've had a couple sprinkled in this season as well, and they've definitely found that formula works when sprinkled in with the mythology episodes, with the more serious dramatic monster of the week or characters type episodes. It has been great this season. This season, like I said in one of the reactions, is the biggest example of a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let's make our way into the reaction. Let's dive into the world of the X-Files, and as always, baby, let's absolutely smash this thing. Let's go. Well, we start with the ocean. We out. Speaking of the ocean, there was a trailer that came across on Twitter about this movie called Dangerous Animals, starring what's his name? He's Australian. Oh my gosh. Jai Courtney. Is it Jai Courtney? Jai Courtney? I think it's Jai Courtney. And I was just like, I'm a massive, shark film fan. I'm a massive shark fan in general. And I'm just like, this looks utterly insane in the best way. As the premise of like, a serial killer, the premise of a serial killer film with, the obsession of sharks or killing, his victims with shark. Oh man, I'm so interested to see it. Let me know if you guys have seen it, because I believe it is out in the US, but it's not out in Australia just yet. Bro's about to go 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I need to watch that film, by the way. Have you guys seen it? 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, like I know it's about a book, right? Is it a Jules Verne book? But like, is it the 30s or 40s film? I don't know why that hasn't been remade, because isn't it like a film about like, I don't know, I can't remember. Is it like, like species that have yet to be found or haven't, like we haven't known about their existence? I can't remember what it's about, but I'm just fascinated by that. I'm surprised that hasn't been like made for modern audiences. Hey, yo, are we gonna get a monster of the week here, man, with in the ocean? I was just saying, my premise, when I asked you guys if you had to write an X-Files episode, what premise would you do? I said something along the lines of like a Cthulhu. Yo, the French going in, man. Needle in a haystack. What is it? You just know. Drop Dead Red.
Ouais, en entendu, c'est quoi?
Tiens.
You have the sort of like euphoric gospel music here, but you just know it's gonna go to shit. You just know it's gonna, yeah. It's gonna abruptly switch up. It's gonna abruptly switch up.
Gauthier!
Gauthier! Gauthier, man! Yo, oh, there's a squad trapped in there? Oh, that's what the noise was. I was like, yeah, somebody's home. Oh, yeah, pack it up. Yeah. Yeah, je m'appelle Elie. I'm going straight to the top, bro. Yo, they matching the vibe of that episode in season 2. Remember the one with the aging? The aging episode? Uh-oh. Gautier has been infected by whatever that is. Hey, the eyes, begin to like have that smoke, whatever it is. The pupils liquefying, whatever. Man, don't meddle with the bottom of the ocean. That's it. Just leave the bottom of the ocean to itself. Like let it be at peace. When we disturb the peace, that's when shit goes down. Like, oh man. Hey, big up the guy for holding the elevator.
Agent Scully. Can I see you for a few minutes? Kimberly, would you excuse us, please?
Oh, this is serious. Even the PA's got to go out.
A memo came across my desk last night. I debated whether or not to call you at home, but I decided to.
And it concerns me?
Yes. And your sister.
Oh.
It's been 5 months and there have been no new leads or evidence in a murder investigation by the DC police team or the Bureau. I've been told the case is to be made inactive until further notice.
I see.
I don't think there's anything to be read into this. I think it's a case of manpower and workload. I want you to know, though, that I am going to appeal this decision, and I'm going to go back over all the evidence again myself to make sure that nothing has been overlooked.
Yeah, she bit her tongue there, man.
It's strange.
I take that back.
Men can blow up buildings, and they can be nowhere near the crime scene, but we can piece together the evidence and convict them beyond a doubt. Our labs here can recreate out of the most microscopic detail the motivation and circumstance to almost any murder, right down to a killer's attitude towards his mother and that he was a bedwetter. But in the case of a woman, my sister, who was gunned down in cold blood in a well-lit apartment building by a shooter who left the weapon at the crime scene, we can't even put together enough to keep anybody interested.
Hey, they are what?
I don't think this has anything to do with interest.
If I may say so, sir, it has everything to do with interest.
The smoke monster.
Just not yours and not mine.
It's got to do with cancer. Hey, again, Gillian Anderson, man. Yeah, listen, he had to deliver that news, but yeah, Skinner awoke a sleeping monster right there. That's what it was. The bear was in hibernation, regarding her sister's death. It's never going to leave her, obviously. But that news, talk about adding fuel to the fire, man. The carrot, gasoline, everything. All the leans they added to that fire of Scully right there. And it is burning higher than... it is burning more than ever. That thing a Balrog now.
Yeah?
Scully a Balrog. Scully is the Balrog.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Light him up, Scully.
Something interesting came to my attention last night. A French salvage ship, the Piper Maru, limped into port in San Diego.
Piper
all the way
Maru.
from the North Pacific.
Longitude 171 east, latitude 42 north.
Yeah, that's where the boat we know as the Talipus pulled up what you believe was a Russian sub and what I believe was the remains of a UFO.
Hey, there's always some
Scully,
shady
I don't
stuff
know what
going
it
on
is,
in
but
that San
something is
Diego
still
port.
down there, and now the French are looking for it too.
So what?
So why all the attention paid to this site? What information are they acting on?
Why don't you just ask them?
I would, but the entire crew is being treated for radiation burns.
From exposure to what?
The French government is keeping that information classified for some reason.
Well, could it have anything to do with their resumption of nuclear tests?
I checked. It's thousands of miles away from any test sites.
She laughing, man. She just laughing. Laugh away the
I'm
pain.
just constantly amazed by you. You're working down here in the basement, sifting through files and transmissions that any other agent would just throw in the garbage.
Well, that's why I'm in the basement, Scully.
They're in the basement because they're afraid of you, of your relentlessness, and because they know that they could drop you in the middle of the desert and tell you the truth is out there, and you'd ask them for a shovel.
That's what you think of me?
Well, maybe not a shovel. Maybe a backhoe.
What is this,
It's
Minecraft?
good because there's some garbage in San Diego I want you to help me dig through.
Yo, I told like she the Balrog, bro. she don't look too happy this episode. Oh damn! Radiation. They got Chernobyl. What the fudge?
Dr. Sizer?
Because there's an air of secrecy around what happened. The source of their exposure is still undetermined.
On the bottom of the ocean?
These symptoms, would you characterize them as acute or somatic?
The effects are degrading rapidly. Spontaneous internal bleeding in the mouths and intestinal tracts. Blood in the urine. All these men are suffering severe delirium, the pre-advanced stages of coma.
What kind of exposure are we talking about here?
200, maybe 400 Roentgens with a high rate of absorption.
That's verging on the levels the victims of Hiroshima suffered.
Damn!
Whatever these men came in contact with, it was man-made. Levels like this just don't appear in nature.
Not on this planet.
Yo, so that guy that was stuck in the
Did you get a
plane
chance to talk to any of
at the
them?
bottom of the ocean?
No, they were in pretty bad shape by the time they got to me. But I detected none of the symptoms of the others. His leukocytes and erythrocytes were high. Actually, he was in very good health.
How could that be? With that level of radiation, how could one man not be exposed?
Doesn't make any sense.
That's why it's an X-File.
But it's lucky for these men because he was the one who piloted the boat in. And none of these men could have done that in their condition.
Would it be possible for us to talk to him?
Yeah, this ain't Gautier, man. He's been infected with some parasite, and he's just trying to figure out who he is at the moment. That parasite's trying to figure out which body it's in.
Crew of the ship is being treated for radiation.
Yeah, we got all that. We had a hazmat team pouring over the boat, didn't find a trace.
Nothing?
We had divers in the water going over the hull, put probes down the bilge.
Interesting.
Didn't detect the slightest level.
So it's okay for us to go on board?
Sure, probably get more radiation off your cell phone.
Gautier is the radiation bomb. Damn, Mulder, don't rub it on your skin, bro.
Feels like home.
Feels like somebody was looking for something. Any idea what?
No. I'm looking for the VCR.
What for?
The guy should have a video camera.
You reckon that would have erased the footage? Oh no, it's still there.
The hell is that?
Looks like the fuselage of a plane.
It's a North American P-51 Mustang.
Yeah, it sure is.
I just got very turned on.
It's the shape of the canopy. I used to watch my father and brothers put together World War II model
Yeah,
planes
that's
as
how
a
it's about.
kid.
Would it have
Hey.
been carrying anything radioactive?
She's the
No,
daughter of a military
it's just
family.
a
Of course she
fighter.
knows.
What was it those men were exposed to?
I don't know. But I might know somebody I can ask.
Mulder's very turned on.
You're home. Oh, I was so worried about you. Oh, why didn't you call me? There were these men here from the consulate. They said there'd been an accident. Why aren't you answering me?
Uh-oh. That's not the hubby, man. That's not the hubby.
Why aren't you answering me?
Bro, he. Bro got the Darth Willow eyes. He got the Darth Willow eyes. Was Gutierrez dead now? And the parasites like moved on? Or whatever it is, like the entity has moved bodies.
Hi, I'm here.
Do you have an appointment?
No. He used to be a friend of my father's.
I was about to say
I'm
that.
from Washington.
Daddy connections.
Let me give you directions.
I know my way. Thanks.
Hey, maybe getting a little bit of an insight to Scully's childhood here. She used to play that with her sister. I put money on it. Hopscotch. Put money. Give him my money. I should be a gambling man on this show.
Mr. Gautier.
Oh, okay. So they're going to be separated this episode, Mulder and Scully.
Mr.
Again.
Gautier, open the door. It's the FBI.
Still undergoing the same the same investigation though, which is good. Yo, where did his buddy go? Oh, that was the model. That was the model of the plane, right? Or the number of the plane. I swear, if this thing possesses Mulder... Oh, okay.
Yes?
Commander Johansson?
Yes.
I'm Dana Scully. I used to live 3 doors down. My father was Captain William Scully. I went to school with your son.
I'm sorry. My memory isn't quite what it used to be. Richard doesn't live here anymore.
Actually, sir, I came to see you.
Oh.
I work for the FBI now, and there's a question that I'm hoping that you can answer.
Oh, well, would you come in? Do sit down.
Thank you.
Would you like something to drink?
No, thanks.
Does this say a base camp or like...
I know that you were an officer in the Pacific Theater during World War II. I wanted to ask you about a plane that's been discovered.
Discovered?
Yes, a P-51 Mustang at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean with the call numbers JTT0 111470.
Well, those are not the call numbers of P-51.
There was an illustration on the fuselage with the words "Drop Dead Red."
No. But as I said, sometimes my memory is not so sharp.
You're lying.
Do you know anybody I might be able to talk to? Someone who might be able to give me that information?
I wish I could help you.
Oh, damn,
I wish
man.
you could too. There's a number of French sailors who may die from radiation exposure. If we knew more about the plane, we might be able to understand why.
Bro, his face...
Anyway.
His face gives off that he knows more than he's saying.
Oh, say hello to your father for me.
I wish I could. He's passed away.
I'm very sorry.
He's letting on... No. Yeah, his face says it all, man. His face...
I have to say, this place brings back memories for me.
He's...
I remember all the kids used to play a game called Beckons Wanted. Right out there.
His face gives off that he knows more than he's saying. Like...
Wow.
A trip down memory lane for Scully
If
this
you talk to your
episode.
son, will you tell him I stopped by?
That's the face of a man who's hiding something, in my opinion. She locking up the filing cabinets. She locking up everything. There's some shady stuff going on here.
It's open.
Yo, Mulder, don't. Mulder, don't. Don't, Mulder.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Mr. Callinger.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kalinchek's out of town. Perhaps I could help you with something?
Convenience.
Maybe you can tell me where I can find him.
Sure. The Far East.
I've got a letter here attached on his stationery.
Yo, she got like a pirate shotgun strapped to the table right there. That belongs to Captain Jack Sparrow, bro. What the heck? That's something that you see in Pirates of the Caribbean. Did you see that thing? That thing is primitive, bro.
Maybe you typed it for him?
Sorry, I don't type. But I really have no way of contacting Mr. Kalinchek just now.
Okay. Well, why don't you just have him call me as soon as he can?
Sure. The FBI.
That call's never
What did you say
coming.
your name was?
Geraldine.
Thank you, Geraldine.
Yo, she was ready to pull that trigger. The sinister music now, man. Come on. This has been a pretty cool episode. But I feel like, obviously, Mulder and Scully split up this episode. Scully's taking a trip down memory lane. You had the thing with her sister at the beginning of the episode, too, with, Skinner. But is this another government conspiracy cover-up here with this radiation or something at the bottom of the ocean with this plane crash? Yo, earlier on it was the Japanese covering something up. Now it's the French. Sorry, the Japanese were trying to get away with something, but like. Hey Mulder, just get the popcorn out, bro. Watch this movie play out. Geraldine getting the dip on these guys. That sound effect is creepy, man.
Agent Scully, would you step out of the car, please?
Why?
Just turn off the engine and step out of the car, please.
What's this about?
You're being detained.
Why you say fuck me for? I told you. I told you. Dumbass memory. This guy played it out like he had a Dory memory.
What's going on?
I can't give your regards to my son, Scully. He was killed in a training accident during the Gulf War.
I'm sorry. There's something else, isn't there?
Yes, yes, yes.
We bury our dead alive, don't we? It's just the voices of the dead trying to save us from our own damnation.
You know something about that plane, don't you?
Told y'all.
I know.
I mean, it's pretty obvious, but like.
Because I was sent to find it as an officer in a submarine called the Zeus Faber.
Yo, she going to Hong Kong? She going to Hong Kong? Bro, the last time I saw a film set in Hong Kong, Godzilla and Kong were destroying the joint. I don't think there's anything left.
Mulder, it's me. Where are you?
San Francisco Airport, where are you?
Miramar Air Base. I think I just found out what those men were exposed to. What the Piper Maru was out there looking for.
What?
That P-51 Mustang was part of an escort for a B-29 carrying an atomic bomb.
Ooh.
Just like the one we dropped on Hiroshima, only this one never reached its target.
Says who?
Says one of the men originally sent to find it on a submarine called the Zeus Faber.
That was the name we saw written on that dive chart, right?
It all makes sense, Mulder. Why would they build a nuclear weapon when they can salvage one?
Why, if they knew about it, why wait 50 years to try to recover it? And why
Exactly.
was the only person not exposed the diver who was sent down to find it?
I don't know.
There's something
Why don't
else.
you try to find out?
What about you?
I gotta go to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Hong Kong?
I'm gonna miss my flight, so I gotta call you back, okay?
Maybe something was attracted to the radiation. That's why. Yo, Joan, man. Joan, what's up, Joan? She going to Hong Kong too. But oh, they split up this episode. Yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, maybe something fed off that radiation, has been feeding off the atomic bomb for like 50 years. Or there was something else down there, yeah. I always like seeing more of Skinner. Now, why are he meeting up? Is that the French consul? Oh, no. He not meeting up with them. They just...
Anything good here? Anything not on the menu?
We'll have to ask the waitress.
Yo, Skinner would whoop. He'll take these guys all on 3v1 light work.
You gentlemen have a problem?
When something's not on the menu, Mr. Skinner, there's usually a reason, wouldn't you say?
Ah.
I'm sorry I didn't come here for the conversation.
A hierarchy exists in the FBI. Isn't that right?
Yes,
A
I've
man
been
has
told.
status, like yourself, the assistant director. Those under him obey his orders, right?
Is he trying to call off? Are they telling him to call off Mulder and Scully?
Who are you guys?
We work for the intelligence community.
What? How many intelligence communities are there, bro? Like, what community is this? You know what? I'm a this just like the intelligence community. That is bullshit. Like,
Remind me not to move there.
You take your orders like those below you, Mr. Skinner. A case is made inactive, the death of an FBI agent's sister. Maybe that's because those above you have done the hard work of arriving at that decision.
Thanks for the enlightenment. I'm gonna go now.
bro was just trying to enjoy a quiet
It helps
meal.
to remember these things when a man looks forward to his career, to his plans for the future.
You're just gonna fuel the monster that is Skinner even more, ya flops.
Come home heroes.
Bro, the intelligence community. That sounds like something, you know, the local council would come up with. Like, honestly, you guys are the intelligence community of this town. That's it. You guys, you know, clean up the garbage or something.
That's me. The madness we planned to unleash on the Japanese, we ended up setting it loose on ourselves.
I like how this song.
Radiation killed all those men.
I love how this show touches
The
upon
men you say had burns on their bodies.
war veterans and, you know,
That's
weaves
how it
in the
began
story
with us.
with government conspiracy into, you know, the stuff that happened during the war.
We found the sunken squadron.
Oh, flashback.
When a Japanese destroyer moved, a lot of us began to suspect they had something to do with the planes that we'd been sent to recover.
Black and white flashbacks.
Men were all frightened or dying. As the XO, I urged the captain to return to port, but against all reason and good sense, he refused to leave the area.
You know what? I saw a comment on one of the X-Files reactions. I can't remember which season the show started. So originally the show aired in 4x3, which is what I've been told. But there was a season in which the show started to use the 16:9 aspect ratio, like, you know, and air it in that format. And I'm excited to get up to that season because they would have planned the shots out for the 16:9 aspect ratio. But I think it tells you how much thought went in, because I think the comment, I can't remember what it said about one of the show's creators knew about, you know, basically the changing format going forward. They were prepping for the future in a way. That's why, even though it was filmed in 4x3, that's why the 16:9, you know, looks so good on Disney Plus, or looks so good with the transfer, because it's almost as if they shot for 16:9, but obviously they shot for 4x3, but, you know, shot the scene using 16:9. That's why in Buffy, the HD remaster is terrible, because it was shot just for 4x3. Buffy is meant to be watched in the 4x3 aspect ratio. And that's why the 16:9 HD remaster on Disney Plus is atrocious. Not only with, like, the lighting and, you know, the actual, you know, HD remaster itself, but the quality of the show, but because it's been transferred to 16:9, and you can see the crew and some of the boom poles and some of the shots, because it was never intended to be, you know, in 16:9. It was, all the shots were composited for 4x3. Whereas the X-Files, that's why this 16:9 aspect ratio almost looks like it was actually filmed like that back in the day when it was meant to be 4x3. Because I feel like they actually, you know, they shot for the 4x3, but shot in, you know, 16:9. Let's just get it all. But obviously for TV, we will compress it to 4x3, which is what we want to air it in. That's why it makes me excited for the future season. I don't know which season it was, where the actual 16:9 format aired with the X-Files. That would have been a game changer.
But I also knew, by sealing that door, I was sealing the fate of the men locked behind it.
Yeah, the captain was possessed, man. I don't think it's possession. I don't know what it is.
The grace of God, we made it to Pearl Harbor.
What happened to Sanford and the sick crewmen?
When they opened that door, those that were not dead were dying. There were 144 men on that boat. Only 7 of us survived.
The Magnificent Seven.
Whoever killed them, I was allowed to live, to raise a family, to grow old. None of us ever got an explanation why.
The seat taken, Miss Kalinchuk? Geraldine Kalinchuk, isn't it?
Jerry. Jerry.
Notice you flew first class. Must be good money selling classified government secrets.
It's a bull market, hun, and I'm Miss Popular. Let's make a deal.
How much for the location of that P-51 Mustang you sold the French government?
Why should I tell you?
Actually, I'd rather know who sold you the secret.
I'm a middleman, Mr. Mulder. Pardon my gender type. I took a cut. Thin slice off the top. It'd be bad business to divulge my sources.
Hey.
Why'd you run off to Hong Kong?
Fair play.
To meet with the buyer.
To sell him what?
Pardon your gender type.
Well, your buyer's a woman.
Actually, you know, none of your damn business.
You chasing the bag, bro. Fair play.
Actually,
Kalinchuk.
it is my damn business because whatever it is you're selling is killing half a dozen sailors in a California hospital, which is why I'm going to arrest you.
Arrest me? With what? Your chopsticks? This is Hong Kong, Mr. Mulder. They don't allow handguns here. They took yours away at the airport.
And she don't have a big double barrel shotgun.
Hey, you can't do that.
Just did it. Now let's make a deal.
Hey, he did the Bad Boys 1 on her, man.
You're violating my civil rights.
You gave up your civil rights when you committed treason.
You can't force me to do anything.
Open it.
Why does Kalinchuk look familiar? I feel like I've seen her in another episode. It's not the vampire one, no. It wasn't the vampire one. Pardon my gender type.
Where are the lights? Right here.
Krycek? Oh, stupid freaking dumb ass. Oh man, that would have been cool if I just saw him without the subtitles spoiling it. But Krycek, hey, Scully's sister's killer.
Krycek.
But he's got government secrets too.
Guns were against the law here.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. When guns are outlawed.
You take that gun and shoot yourself in your head like you shot my father.
Great.
And Mulder's father's killer too.
Oh, why don't you just shut up?
Oh, I love the purplish pink lighting here.
You treat your business partner, especially since she seems to be moving those secrets you're selling so well.
Looks like she's your partner now.
Some Blade Runner-esque lighting. Who shot the chick? In the hallway, man. Gunned her down in cold blood like that. That's a sad way to go out, being handcuffed like that from the other side of the door. Oh, was it the French people? Or was it those guys that met up with Skinner, the intelligence community? So the buyer was Krycek? Oh, it is the French. And Mulder dipped out real quick. Oh no. It's the entity. Damn, she just flashbanged him with radiation. That's a walking radiation bomb. And having Krycek was a nice touch this episode, especially being Scully's sister and Mulder's father's killer. Like,
How's the blue plate?
Looks good.
I'll have one medium rare, please.
all right, who else is here, man? It's too quiet. Show yourself.
The 175. The phone 8.
No, you'll have to deal with the phone company.
You
sir.
deal with them. I want my money.
There's a reason they're not showing this guy's face.
Problem there?
Yeah, there is a big
Oh,
problem.
that was Krycek's mate. That was Krycek's mate. That's the guy working with the cancer man. Oh, that was the guy with Krycek.
Chupadura, amigo.
Hey, pendejo! You flop! You puta madre! Hey, he didn't get the job done. He should have gone for the head. Oh, is this a two-parter? There's only 4 minutes left. That was the guy that was with Krycek, right? He's working for the cancer man. That was the guy that, you know, turned against Krycek and attempted to blow up his car, right?
Scully, this just got some bad news.
Please.
Elie Skinner's just been shot.
When?
But he's not dead.
About an hour ago. He's been taken to Northeast Georgetown.
I'm on my way.
And freaking Skinner's been shot. Mulder's in Hong Kong. Freaking trying to find the Hollow Earth. And it's a madness. Krycek looking like freaking Carl Reese. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whoop his ass.
It wasn't me. Oh, yeah? Then who was it? No. Either way, Krycek, you're a liar.
What do you mean? Was Krycek possessed when he did it?
Finish it, Mulder. Come on, finish it. Do it.
I swear Krycek killed him, right?
That digital tape. Like hell you don't. The tape contains the secrets you were selling, as well as everything else our government knows about the existence of extraterrestrial
Yeah,
life.
he's got the tape that had the translations on it, didn't he? The Indian language, right? That one?
Sell anything. The tape was encrypted. Obviously, you found a way. I don't have it. Where is it? DC. In the locker.
In a locker. Hey, that's a callback to that season 1 episode. I think it was a season 1 episode or was it a season 2 episode? I can't remember. Remember that guy that had the secrets to selling I don't know if it's a callback, but I think it's a callback. That's just the connections I've been making with this show. Remember that episode where the guy had that sort of, he discovered that technology or that scientific research that could de-age you? And, you know, you had that end shot or like that ending sequence where it was like a one-take shot walking through like a train station and Mulder was narrating, you know, it could be anyone that has those secrets and it could be anywhere. And then it panned into a locker and the locker, I think, was open. So those secrets were taken out and found by someone. And it sort of, the camera moved around various conspicuous people, you know, it could be anyone. This guy in a, you know, a nice coat. It could be one of the train workers. I think it was that. And you look, hey, Krycek said it's in DC in a locker, and I was like, straight away I heard locker, and it's like all the government secrets or like something in a locker. What if he's lying? Oh, that was some quick hands, boy.
You let me go, I'll tell you. You put that tape in my hands and we'll talk about it. Why don't you go to the bathroom and clean yourself off?
We're going to DC.
If you're not out of there in 3 minutes, I'm coming in there to kill you.
Krycek and all sorts, but he knows too much. Mulder's got him, but the others might get to him first. What if he does a runner, man? What if there's someone ahead of Mulder here that kills Krycek? Yes! No, he, a she. No. Krycek's gone. I think this thing might be working. Nah, I thought it might be working for the cancer man because of who's like taking out. No.
Feel better?
No.
Man.
Dude. That is so frustrating. To be continued. I knew it. That is so frustrating, man. Ah. Damn, man. I might have to do a nighttime recording for the second part. I love these to be continued X-Files S, man. This season has been crazy, man. I like, you know, this episode, obviously at the beginning you had sort of the thing with Scully, and I just thought maybe, you know, the news of her sister's investigation possibly being dropped or sort of put on ice for a bit was like, I was like, oh, is that going to tie into the rest of the episode? Or was it just news to, you know, give Scully some sort of fuel this episode to, you know, have her character a bit fiery. And I think it worked. I think it was for both. Obviously, it tied into what was going on, and Krycek came into play as well. And then you have this entity working and cleaning your house. You have the cancer man working behind the scenes, the hierarchy, taking out Skinner or attempting to take out Skinner, and he failed to do the job, bro. Cancer man got to get rid of that guy, man. It should have been a headshot. Or was it a warning shot? Was it just, you know, shoot him, but not make sure it's not lethal in terms of, like, let him know his place, basically, that we can get to him at any time. I don't know. But yeah, man, this season has possibly only had one miss, and it might be the Syzygy episode, and I'm still, I don't know, iffy about that one, but bro, this season be crazy. This season been a movie. This season is crazy, man. The way, this is another mythology app with government conspiracies and cover-ups, and, you know, it leads as well. It ties into everything that happened at the end of season 2 and the beginning of this season with all the deaths and, you know, the conspiracies, the cover-ups, the tape, what else has Krycek got a hold of, and then this sort of entity or whatever it is, whatever is possessing, is it alien? I'm not sure. Whatever it is that's, you know, possessing people and moving from one body to another, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is, man. I'm not sure if it's working for someone or is it, yeah. I don't know. I cannot wait to get into the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Unfortunately, as well, I can't watch the next episode straight away because I've got something on after this. And why every time bro? Every time there's a 2-parter, I got something on. All right, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. What a banger episode. It's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.